quarantine. I know. I don't know what else to do. I've just been watching a whole bunch of Netflix stuff, and one thing that I came up across was Tremors. Because I'm a kid of the 90s, and Tremors was a very important staple. It's the beginning of all campy 90s movies. Prove me wrong. I mean, it did release in January 1990. This movie in 1990 was very popular. It was actually top 10 that year, being beaten out by the likes of Goodfellas, Home Alone, Pretty Woman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Edward Scissorhands. If you really want to see what that list looks like, I'm going to go ahead and put the list down below. Before you go ahead and click that movie, let's go ahead and stay on my channel. Please, watch me. Watch me. Watch me. So I'm a 90s kid. I was raised on campy movies, and I like how campy movies, they take a really serious subject and they turn them into kind of a comedy. I guess that's the point of campy movies. It's like, I don't know what else the point of a campy movie is, but I like Tremors. This movie is extremely relatable. Whatever's happening today is kind of like a movie, and there's something out there you've never seen, and it's going around killing people one by one. Or actually, this thing's killing people more than one by one at a time. But the older population is the most likely to be consumed. The younger, more fit of the population have the highest chances of survival, but it doesn't really mean immunity. In order to keep safe, you have to stay in place and not move, and don't go anywhere, because if you do, this thing that you haven't ever seen before, it's gonna get you. Biggest solution that you have is quarantine. So Earl Bassett, played by Fred Ward, who looks a lot like that guy Shane from The Walking Dead. Valentine McGee, played by Kevin Bacon, who looks like that guy that plays that guy in Footloose. Probably because he is. They're two really close friends and guys who do odd job stuff like dig holes and empty out the septic tank. And that's exactly where the story begins. As soon as Val opens up a septic tank and whatever the contents of the tank empty out into Val's face, kind of forces him to really think about what he's doing in life and makes him want more. I guess the straw that breaks the camel's back, is it the camel, the donkey's back? One of those animals that carry stuff forces them into moving on from this tiny town of Perfection, Nevada. So as a team, they pack up their truck, and on their way out, that's when they come across a graboid. Blind, tunneling monster. I'm here, let's all go! And just like that, giant tunneling monster takes them into the ground. I wonder if there's an actual storyline where the Tremors are actually an evolution of the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Earl and Val are now left with the task of leading their town into safety. Now, there's not much to this story. Giant monster, have to save the town. Over the top. You know what really makes this movie is Kevin Bacon. I mean, seriously, breakfast, lunch, dinner, sandwiches, salad, gravy, Tremors. Everything's better with bacon. Or if you watched any of the other Tremors movies, they're not very good. And I would say it's because it doesn't have bacon. Tremors was really a big part of this man's career. Whenever I say Kevin Bacon, I really only think of 3 movies: Footloose, Tremors, and Apollo 13. And in fact, Apollo 13 was probably the movie that derailed his ability to join the cast of Tremors 2. Tremors is a really fun, campy horror movie. Well, this movie makes you feel kind of trapped, very mindless, and for the most part, doesn't really expect you to keep track of things or connect the dots as you're watching it. Put some popcorn in the microwave and enjoy. It's filled with a lot of funny moments that still hold up to today. If Tremors were to happen today, we'd fix that just by having a cell phone, because we'd be able to get in contact with the next town over, but it's not always the case. Even in today's 5G Insta connection, there's still a lot of towns that don't have that kind of connectivity. Communicating with ham radios isn't too far-fetched, and it looks like that part of Nevada might be like that. I really love this movie. It's a pretty good watch. It's only an hour and a half, and Kevin Bacon is great in this movie. Give it a click on Netflix and tell me what you like about this piece of 90s nostalgia. This would be like the Liberty Bell, or Statue of Liberty. I guess the symbolism of freedom. Well, not really. There's not a lot of morals to this movie except to just sit still, stay home, or else it's gonna come and get you. Don't forget to check out my friends at the Geek Bros. I asked them the question, what is the best 90s campy movie, in their episode 99.3? Check it out. Tell them I sent you. Link down below. Deuces. 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 Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. I don't know what song that is.